can give a lot of effect. So it's a regretful moment for those people who decided, sorry, I would like to reject that I'm here. And the POI stated by the third minister to the first speaker of the opposition is that do you think that money and then compensation, that one thing is I'm very confused is they are lingering around the word compensation and accusing us for not explaining it thoroughly. Well, let me give you an example. Compensation, not necessarily money. And you're going for money. The government has been going for money, money, money. Do you want to make citizens money-minded? Do you want to make people greedy for money? Because when you try to legalize the sales of human organs from a service, what's once known as a service, it is now known as a business where people will start to grow their greed and then, oh, if I can sell it, I can make money. Oh yeah, it's a good way to earn money. So you're making people more money-minded, making them lose the basic importance of each and every organ in our body. The second speaker of the government has stated that it can reduce the waiting list. Well, just like the opposition leader has stated, artificial organ. Artificial organ is a better, more ethical, more practical, and more beneficial method instead of legalizing the sales. Well, let me explain it thoroughly. When all the scientists are putting their effort in creating new organs, making new organs such as heart, there has been heart, artificial made hearts, kidneys as well in China. You are not only developing the science of a country, but you are also making people realize that there's an alternative way. Because if you look at it here, sorry, I'll reject it. If you create new organs, scientists, they're always experimenting. So in the nearby country, where maybe if one day they lack the stock of organs, within the country itself, they have researchers who are developing new organs. So they can use that as a resource to treat people. And I'm very sure the government will ask statistics. Well, yes, now I will accept your POI.
Is there any proof that artificial organs can work as well as human organs?
Thank you. Well, seems that you were not listening as well, because I was going to explain it right before you pass your POI, but it's okay. 79%, no, 75, sorry. 84% of success rate has been recorded for those who live with an artificial heart. They're good? 84%. It's a high majority itself. And science is always developing. People are starting to learn. This is just a stepping stone. So from this, people will find new ways. And also, if you think about it, we can inspire other countries to do this. And the waiting list will subsequently decrease. People won't have to die waiting for an organ because the scientists and the government are taking initiative in creating man-made organs themselves. And lastly, the point stated by the speaker of the government is saying that we should provide other practical ways. Well, let me give you another option as well. Not only man-made organs, there's also a thing called 3D printing. Why we propose this idea is because 3D printing of organs is happening in China, and people are using it as a base study to further understand the organs, and it will somehow lead to the point stated earlier, another idea proposed, which is man-made organs. So we are not saying we don't want people to sell their organs. No, it is a noble act. You should do it pure sincerely with good intention. It shouldn't be made into a business. But once you legalize it, it is made into a business itself. But by spreading awareness, by the proposed ideas that we, the opposition, have given, these are all more practical, ethical, and more effective ways that the government should also consider. With that, I rest my case. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister. The House will now rest for 3 minutes to allow our members to prepare their reply speeches. Okay, the time starts now. Now it is time for the reply speech. We will begin with the opposition, and I would like to call upon the Honorable Leader of Opposition to deliver his or her speech.
Right. I'm visible. Okay, everyone can hear me. Okay, so very good afternoon again, once again, to everyone, members of the House. So first of all, we today on this beautiful afternoon, we are here to debate about the would or would not of legalizing organ sales. First of all, I would like to put out front that the government team has clearly misunderstood all points that were stated by us, the opposition team, even though they were stating how we are not listening to their points at all. So today, on this beautiful afternoon, we, the opposition team, are not saying that we do not support non-donating organs. I'm not saying that we should turn to the black market to get organs. I'm not saying that we do not care for the poor people, and we are most definitely not directing all the guns or the fingers towards the poor people themselves. We, the opposition team, are stating that there are better methods, better alternatives, and a better way of doing it other than just selling it. We, the opposition team, has already stated out what are the other better ways that can be done instead of just selling it, which is compensation, and compensation can be a form of medical care, money, or etc. etc. This has been stated by our opposition leader. And for my reply speech, before I go really into my reply speech and recap everything that us, the opposition team, has laid out, the thing I would like to point out is that the government team has failed to fulfill our request of providing every member of this house statistics that can prove their points of why legalizing the sales of organs is actually a good method, and they also failed to provide us the reasons about the house and the whys the organ sales through black market can be decreased. The government team has failed to reply that. So I believe all members of the House here can agree and stand with us that legalizing organ sales will not work, because even the government team side has failed to fulfill the request. So to recap some of the points that the opposition team, has laid out, is that first of all, giving organs should be a charitable act, not just for the money. We shouldn't do it out of financial motives. It must be humanitarian motives, and how we shouldn't make human organ as a business to business deal. We shouldn't even do that. Why? Because it is not even moral. Even in our country is a religious country. It is totally against religious matters, even in that. And another point that was stated by us, a very good point that I believe everyone here can agree, is about the artificial organs. Artificial organs has proven its own methods. It's proven that artificial organ itself can actually work, and sometimes even better than real organs. And this has been all clearly stated out by the opposition team. And another thing that was also another thing to recap by us, the opposition team, is how that the poor people, they will potentially sacrifice their body part just for the sake of paying off their debt. Why must they take this short-term solution? This selling their organs is not a long-term solution. It is only a short-term solution. What are the consequences that may come after that? They are not sure of. There are many risks in that, which is why we, the opposition team, strongly oppose to this motion, being that the House will legalize the sales of human organs. And with that, I would like to end here. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Your Honorable Leader of Opposition. Now, I would like to call upon the Right Honorable Prime Minister to deliver his or her speech.
So in today's debate, side government's stance is to help the underprivileged to benefit from the legal organ trade. And that is why we set our mechanism to legalize the sale of human organs mentioned by my first speaker. And in our mechanism, we mentioned that we will allow the trade of human organs, and we will allow the selling of human organs. But what about opposition side? We see in today's debate, opposition side gave an alternative to give compensation to those who donate their organs. But our side, we POI, the first speaker, asking about the difference between compensation and giving money. And the first speaker failed to give a clear answer, and she went around that POI, not answering it. And this is obvious that the first speaker isn't even clear about their own mechanism. So if opposition side isn't even clear about their own mechanism, how are they going to convince us in today's debate that their mechanism will work? And even if they are clear about their mechanism is exactly the same as our side, proving that opposition is agreeing to government side in today's debate, is agreeing to today's motion, because they mentioned, because just like what the third speaker have mentioned, that they will give compensation to these people who donate their organs, and it doesn't mean money. But no matter if it's money or medical health care, no matter what it is, you're giving something and expecting something in return, and that is the same as what our side is trying to say. And even if it's medical health care, my first speaker have already mentioned that in his speech, and obviously concluding that clash point is that opposition side is agreeing to government side and agreeing to today's motion. And another clash point is about the black markets. We barely even know, we didn't even hear a response on this black market. And the majority of my speech as the second speaker was about this black market, and we explained why this black market will be reduced in my second speech. And the opposition side even mentioned that we didn't explain anything about the black market, and obviously this proves that the opposition side wasn't listening to our speech and wasn't paying attention in today's debate. And another thing is about human lives. Our side, government side, we say that we want to increase the supply in the organ bank with our mechanism so that 100% of people will be safe, 100% of life will be safe, everyone will be put into consideration, no matter poor or rich. But the opposition side mentioned that they will use artificial organs, and they only gave us statistics about 80%. So does that mean that the opposition are only worrying about these 80%? And that's something that we don't understand in today's debate. How is this 80% going to fit to everyone in this whole entire world? And what about that 20%? This is something that the opposition failed to give a explanation about. And this artificial organs argument was presented in the third speaker's speech. And that just proved that this is a new argument presented in the third speaker. And this also proves that the speakers from opposition side didn't listen to the rules, because the rules clearly mentioned that new arguments cannot be stated in the third speaker's speech. And that shouldn't have come up in the first speaker's speech, but obviously they did not discuss this through and only come out in the third speaker's speech. And that is why we see a new argument in third speaker's speech we should not see in debates, because the third speaker should only focus about responses. But that is something that the opposition has failed to do in today's debate. Another thing is about poor people. Opposition side mentioned that they accuse us about neglecting about poor people. But in our side, we have already told you from the first speaker's speech to the third speaker's speech that we will subsidize organs to the poor, and even poor can get donated organs still in our world. And obviously, just like what I've said earlier, the opposition wasn't paying attention in today's debate. And that is why I believe that our side has the upper hand in today's debate, because we are focusing and we put all our heart into today's debate. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Now we shall rest. Okay.
Okay, let's have a look, see what's happening. Okay, right.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, shall we look into
I'd like to clap for the government. Believe everyone did well here. Just to break the awkwardness here, we are all being very quiet, very silent here. It's getting a bit awkward.
Clap for you.
Yeah, it's good to meet different people. I never heard of a school called Engi, but it's good to see that there's actually a school. Very sorry, I never heard of it, but it's good. We get to meet with a lot of people here. If not for
Yes,
COVID, I think we would have.
nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
it's
nice
so
to meet
nice
you
to
guys.
meet you guys.
Yeah,
Nice, really nice to meet you guys. All right, you guys are very good speaker. Come to.
yeah.
You
Let's
guys
be
also
honest.
Everyone did well. Everyone did well.
Everyone, all of us.
Everyone did well here.
Everyone think
Yes. All three speakers there. All three speakers, man. Very well spoken. Very well spoken.
Yeah.
Really like it.
yeah, you guys English was also really good and it was really fluent and very confident speeches.
Thanks a lot.
You guys too. You guys too.
You guys were really fluent also, so we enjoyed your speeches.
May I ask which form are you guys in? Form 5?
I'm from 5.
Form 5.
I'm from 3. Oh, I'm also from 5.
Oh wow, the second speaker is Form 3.
Wow.
Wow.
But like an experienced debater, you know, that you can feel
Yeah,
the
seriously,
aura,
seriously.
the aura of an experienced debater, you know. Oh.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
exactly.
this is really our first time debating in various competitions.
Our first
Don't worry.
tournament.
Wow.
It's the first for us also. It's the first for us
Oh, it's
also.
also
We
the
are
first
also
for you.
newbies.
Alright.
We are all newbies here.
Like, what form are you guys?
All of us are Form 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But man, the second speaker, man, she's good. She's good. She's really good. Damn, Form 3. Form 3 and being able to speak like that's like a true debater, man. I got to compliment that, right? And even the other two speakers, man, you guys are really firm, all right? And I believe all of us did well here.
Rock solid
All of us did
performances.
really well.
Let's be honest. Rock solid.
Solid performances. Yes,
You
yes,
guys
yes,
also
yes.
did really good, actually. Put up a good debate.
I mean, it's
It
a
is
good
actually a very
experience
good
here, right?
debate. It's a very good experience for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up.
All right.
Okay.
I believe we all enjoyed the debate.
Yep. It's all about having fun.
Oh wait, time's not up yet. I thought time's up. It's going again. It's going again. I was
We restarted
waiting.
the
I'm
clock
like,
earlier.
I was
Added
waiting. I'm
another
like, wait, why?
additional 5 minutes.
I'm like, wait, why is the one talking? I thought I'm the one lagging here. Alright. Can we just feel like the awkward silence is a bit too much, right? Go like this from the government. Oh wait, they are back already. Oh come on, man. Okay, I think they're back, alright. We're back?
End of conversation.
Okay, end of conversation. Thank you very much.
Okay, Cikgu Sasim. Cikgu Sasim. Boleh saya announce? Test. Okay ya. Okay, members of the House, it is thus declared and stated here that the House regretfully rejects the motion. So the opposition wins. The best speaker for today's debate is second speaker of the government. Congratulations to all of you. Well done. With that, the House rests. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Saxophone trick, congratulations.
Big salute. From heart, really big salute.
Nice one. You have a bright future.
You have more years to come. You can do it. See you next time if possible.
Okay,
Thank you,
I
guys.
enjoy listening
And thank
to
you, judges.
all
Thanks
your
a lot.
pitches.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, timekeeper. Thank you,
judges.
host. Thank you,
Thank you,
speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you, teachers.
Have a good day.